Hi, I'm going to show you how to complete one of the assignments that is very common for MindTap. So sometimes you'll come across these assignments that have 3 attempts available for students. So you can see the 3 different sets of questions that are available here in this problem set, and then also how many attempts I have available. So my final score for each of these sets is out of 2, and they will add up to 6. And my teacher is grading me on an average of my 3 attempts. This could also look like out of the highest or best of, something like that. It just depends on what your teacher has decided. So I'm going to show you the difference between in progress and attempted questions. So I'm going to go into one of these these sets of problems within the overall problem set. And you should be doing this very carefully, but just for the sake of time, I'm going to answer my questions. And when I get to the bottom of the page, I have 2 options. Or 3, I guess, grade it now, save and continue without saving. This is probably not a super smart thing to do unless you're just being incredibly sloppy. Save and continue will save the work, but it will not make it one of your attempts. So when you go back to the home page, it'll say in progress. Grade it now will make it one of your attempts. So I'm going to grade this now. Okay, now you can see what I got for my first attempt up here, 1.4 out of 2. I can continue to try to do it again if I want to by trying another version at the bottom. If I do this, I'm going to get a different set of problems that are similar, but I should be learning from my mistakes. And let's say I'm unsure if I want to make this one of my attempts, so I'm going to save and continue. This will take me on to the next problem set. So when I go back to my assignment, you can see my first attempt, which I had graded, is right there. And then my second one, when I pressed save and continue, merely saved that information. If I go back to it, I can see my saved work and I can proceed however I want. The other thing to remember is to always press I'm done, grade assignment now at the end of the assignment when you're all finished. Okay, hope that's helpful. Have a great day.